أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإن طائفتان من المؤمنين الذين اقتتلوا فاصلحوا بينهما فإن بغت إحداهما على الأخرى فقاتلوا التي تبغي حتى تفيء إلى أمر الله فإن فات فاصلحوا بينهما بالعدل واقسطوا إن الله يحب المقسطين إنما المؤمنون إخوة فاصلحوا بين أخويكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون. I am using the translation because sometimes I may mistake in terms of translating myself, and it is translated by Abdullah Yusuf Ali. If two parties among the believers fall into a fight, make peace between them. But if one of them transgresses beyond bounds against the other, then fight all against the one that transgresses until it complies with the command of Allah. But if it complies, then make peace between them with justice and be fair, for Allah loves those who are fair. The believers are but a single brotherhood, so make peace and reconciliation between your two contending brothers and fear Allah that you may receive mercy. Sadaqallahu Azim. That here is a situation of war, dispute, and it says about two groups. And when it was, there was certain kind of misunderstandings even sometimes happened between Muhajir and Ansar, and but there were not actually nations, there were not the countries. And now when you look at the Muslim world today, that is divided into almost 70 countries, and each country has minorities, their own, and those disputes are continuing, sometimes turn into wars. So this is a very relevant and very important message here, that if there is a dispute and if there is a fighting going on, then our job is to make peace. This is addressed to the Muslims, and there was no international system of law when it came. And now what was addressed to the Muslims, humanity itself started recognizing, and the League of Nations was established in after the First World War, and it failed. And why it failed? Because its system of justice was not fair, that it permitted the colonialism, it gave sometime the colonialism another name, mandates, it divided up the Arab world, the African world, the Asian world among the various colonial powers, and therefore it applied one principle for the Europeans and another for the rest of the world, and therefore it failed. And when aggression was committed by European powers, it was ignored, or it was agreed between the European powers. This is a long history that has happened after First World War, and still we are reaping the bitter fruits of that kind of partitioning that was done at that time. Then there is institutionalization of that effort at the international level, second time United Nations organization, and it has done tremendous work, and it has expanded its work not only in terms of peace and war, but in terms of economics, social, political, educational, in various spheres, medical, labor, and it is a very important organization. But we also know that it also does not conform to the high standard of justice that Quran postulates. And have we done that? Unfortunately not. We know how many wars have been going on in which the nations, Muslim nations, fought with each other, and they were not based upon any justice, and they were not a kind of effort of conciliation. Then there are internal disputes within Sudan, what is happening, within Iraq, what is happening, within Pakistan, and within so many Muslim states in which various groups, and there is not an international Muslim organization. There is Organization of Islamic Conference, OIC, and it is a very ineffective organization. I don't know if anywhere it has succeeded. There is, of course, other organizations, Rabita al-Alam al-Islami, which deals with education and with religion, but all these organizations are not very effective. Now, this could be done, bringing peace between the warring factions, between warring nations, on the basis of actually by the nations now, the situation. We individually are not in a position, but again, we can have our opinions. And in this time when the journalism or media and information has come into our hand, you see, now every day we know certain huge big newspapers are filing for bankruptcy, even Tribune and the Los Angeles Times. And they are in turmoil partly because of the economic condition that people are not advertising and they run on the advertisement, partly because people are reading everything now on the internet by the click of the number you can reach the world. All those situations now have given us great power. The power is through the internet that each one of us is a media, and we can have our own blogs, and we can organize that effort on individual basis.